right, good early morning here, Southern California, up in the Malibu Canyons. We're in a modified Focus RS. Been wanting to drive the Focus RS for a very long time. This is running E30 fuel, so it's running 30% ethanol content at the moment. About 400 wheel horsepower and about 430 foot-pounds of torque at the wheels. Out of a 4-cylinder engine with 1 turbocharger. The stock turbocharger in the Focus RS gets you up to 430 foot-pounds of torque, which to me is absolutely ridiculous. So we're gonna go for a little drive up here in the twisties, in the canyons. Can't get over your roads, California. Absolutely love them. And we're gonna have a lot of fun. Thanks, Matt, for bringing out the car. I really appreciate it. And this is a dream come true to be able to drive a Focus RS. So hope you guys enjoy it. It's got a Miltech exhaust on it, as you can tell. What else am I gonna say? Okay, it doesn't have a cat on it. It's got downpipe, full exhaust, and a result of that, there is a lot of unburnt fuel in the exhaust that is just exploding every time you let off the throttle. That is insane. That is so great. Sounds really mean. I mean, this is an aggressive engine setup we have here. 3,000 to 4,000 RPM, you get insane torque. I mean, 430 foot-pounds on a road like this is ridiculous. All-wheel drive as well. Seriously, just a torque monster. That exhaust is insane. I'm so glad we're out here and not waking anybody up right now. Right on the brakes immediately. Right back on the brakes. And the crackles from the exhaust are next level. That is crazy. The STI that we filmed a few days ago up here on a similar canyon road, has nothing on this Focus RS in terms of raw power, speed, grip. And this RS has quite a few things done to it, but it's nothing crazy. It's basically just full bolt-ons, a tune, and some really good fuel. And you're able to up the power to an insane number, over 100 more than it came with stock, in a package that looks as mean and as unreal as this car does. Oh my God. I have yet to reach the limit of grip, and to be honest, I'm starting to get a little bit nauseous. Woo! Oh man. Brakes are super tight. I mean, right as soon as you touch the pedal, they're very sensitive. Heel towing is fine.
My name's Matt. I'm driving a 2016 Ford Focus RS. Kind of, a little bit of everything, so daily, track, versatile essentially, and put the kid in the back seat if need be. So yeah, all around everyday car, but a fun track car as well if I want it to be. For me, just because, I love the sound. Exhaust was one of the first things, of course, and then the tune, just to give a little bit more fun to the drive. Yeah, for stock, it's great. It's really great. For the money, it's unbeatable. But it's definitely got some room. You can get rid of a little bit of the body roll and sway, but it's very minimal. I'd have to say it's out the box is a pretty good car. Yeah, just the full bolt-ons pretty much has been done to that, along with the tunes to go with it, to help with the parts on there. But for other than that, it's a bone stock motor, turbo, everything's stock. With the E30, it's noticeably better. It's a different car essentially, more of a beast, and we're looking at probably around 385 to the wheels horsepower, and 430 torque to the wheels as well.
Typical Ford stuff on the interior for the most part, materials-wise and everything. This one is basically a bare bones model. It does not have navigation or anything like that. But that being said, Matt has bought this car to create the ultimate canyon carver slash daily driver, if you want to do that with it. And I think he's definitely succeeded, right? Stock brakes are totally fine. It's going to be still somewhat reliable with the stock turbo on it too. Hopefully the internals are good. Matt also had the head gasket done. Obviously the Focus RS recently has come into a lot of heat because it has a known head gasket issue now. I think every car manufactured before July 2017 pretty much guaranteed to have the problem at some point, and Matt did have that happen. So we got that taken care of. The car was at Ford for apparently 3 months. So good job Ford, I guess, for taking care of that. But 3 months is ridiculous to have a car for a head gasket, to go through all the paperwork and stuff. They have not issued a recall for that yet, interestingly enough. Seriously, the Miltech exhaust makes this car. You guys hear that? Yeah, how could you not? You definitely hear that. Like, listen to that. Oh, this thing is ridiculously fast. There's a little bit of understeer, but that's because I came in way too hot into that corner. Oh, I love this. Absolutely love this. You would be hard pressed to find a car that could really keep up with this thing on this tight mountain road. Second and third gear corners the entire way, like. Focus RS, blowing my expectations. I picked this road because I knew it was going to be mostly second and third. Now I'm kind of not regretting my decision because I love this road. But this is definitely a lot of car for this road. This is like typically a hot hatch road, but this is no ordinary hot hatch. That becomes a little bit of an issue when you shift into third gear and you're only able to hit the full throttle for about a full second, and then you're right back on the brakes. Steering's extremely responsive as well. You can feel everything that the front tires are doing. Haven't had any kind of, the back end slipping out or anything like that for, overpowering the car when I'm exiting a corner. Haven't had anything like that. Obviously, I'm not pushing the car to the complete limits on the street, but my God.
The head gasket went, I saw the normal kind of symptoms with the coolant loss and white smoke coming out the exhaust. And then the check engine lights came on, and sure enough, after several visits to Ford, forcing them essentially to pull the head off, they diagnosed it with the blown head gasket, and sat there for 2 months, but they did a short block replacement. And I don't really know how long it'll last, if it's a cure or if it's just a temporary fix, but in the end they're buying the car back and I'll be getting a newer one. Hopefully won't have the same issue. Favorite part about the car, besides how it handles, the all-wheel drive system, I have to say the front end, man. I'm in love with the front end. It looks great, it's aggressive, stormtrooper looking car. But that's probably my favorite thing about it is the front end on the car. If anybody hasn't tried to drive one, they should. Experience it, it's fun. Yeah, man, and that's about it. I mean, I couldn't be happier, other than the few, mishaps with the gasket. But other than that, it's the working man's supercar, so to speak, So, yeah, it's good shit.
The fact that this is an American car, an American hot hatch, with a lot of European influence is such a cool feeling. This is by far my favorite hatchback we've ever filmed. Like, by a long shot. I mean, what else could possibly beat this in terms of practicality, just raw speed, like chassis technology and compliancy. I mean, the ride's pretty stiff, and with 400 horsepower at the wheels and 430 foot-pounds of the wheels, it is a handful. Don't get me wrong, this car could definitely get away from you, but so confidence-inspiring. The steering has got a perfect amount of weight, pretty consistent. We're all the way from center all the way to like 180 degrees or so. And as you can see, I'm not really having to put in much input whatsoever. Please, you guys, give this video a thumbs up if you are enjoying those exhaust crackles as much as I am. Woo! This is the best day ever, seriously. What a blast. And it looks sick. What Matt's done with this car, the splitters on the side and on the front. The stock wing is perfect. It's got Brembos all around. These Recaro seats are pretty much the most insane OEM Recaro supplied seats that I've ever seen in my entire life. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Focus RS. I've been dreaming about driving this car for a long time, and we've got another one on the roster we're going to be driving as well. So 2 Focus RSs on the span of a few weeks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you haven't already. Subscribe if you want to see more. Stay tuned for more videos from our LA trip coming very soon. Exotics, Japanese, domestic stuff, everything. See you guys soon.